Hi everyone, it's Ilana, and for this video I'm going to be showing you my full moon routine that I do every single month. So I start off by lighting some Palo Santo. What I like about using this is that it cleanses my space. It basically will clean out all negative energy, and I will basically put this all around my body and cleanse my space from negative energies. Then after that, it's time to cleanse my tarot and oracle decks. So I do this every month during the full moon, and I will also light Palo Santo to clean my tarot and oracle cards. That way all the energy from the past month can be released, and that way I can make room for new energy. So I spend typically around 5 to 7 minutes cleaning out my cards and just running the smoke all over my decks. As you can see, Elsa wanted to join me. So I start off with my Wonderland tarot deck, and I just basically do this in a counterclockwise motion for most of my decks. So that is my Lover's Oracle deck that I'm using. I typically use that once a month. I rarely use that deck, but it's nice to have. That is my affirmation deck. I like using that, and also tells you more about crystals. And then I'm cleaning out more of my tarot decks. So yeah, this is basically how I just clean out my cards and just release all of those energies that come from the previous month and release everything during the full moon. So that's my Moonology deck, which I'm about to show you how I use right now. So I do a full moon reading every single full moon. I knock into it to wake it up and show my energy, and I'll shuffle it, and then I'll shuffle it some more just so I can get a good grasp and make sure that I'm putting all of my energy into the deck for my full moon reading. And once I feel like I'm done shuffling, I will start drawing the top 3 cards so I can reflect on my full moon reading and what I need to know or be reminded of. Typically, I will ask for what's falling away, what do I need to forgive, and then what is the full moon showing me, and what will come out of that situation. So after I do my oracle reading, I will take out my Moonology journal, and I write in this every single night to reflect on the moon and how I'm feeling that night. Sometimes it's an affirmation, sometimes it could be just how I'm feeling that night. But typically I journal down what that oracle reading told me, and I will reflect on it, and that way I can remember what my reading was about. So that's typically what I do every single night, except for not oracle readings, of course, but I journal every night in this Moonology journal, and it's just a great way for me to sync up with the moon. I am Jewish, and there is something great about being Jewish because our calendar syncs up with the lunar calendar, and that is why I am so obsessed with the moon, in case anyone was wondering. But yeah, I spend just a few minutes doing that, and so once I am finished journaling, I will then go ahead and release all of my negative feelings, because that is something that's very important. Full moons are all about releasing negativity and starting fresh. So once I write things that I want to release, I will put it in a bowl, and then I will pretty much set it on fire. This is basically called a burn bowl ritual. So I do this once a month, and it's been a great way for me to heal and just release all of that negative energy and things that I'm just ready to let go of from the previous month. So once I have finished burning all of my negative thoughts, it's time to charge my crystals. Since I don't have like an outdoor patio, I just have to do this by the windowsill. And just so you know, charging your crystals through a window is perfectly fine. They can still get the moonlight, even if the moon isn't facing your window and it's in the wrong direction. So unfortunately, this was a cloudy day, so the full moon wasn't present, but even with the clouds, the crystals still know to pick up the energy. A lot of people also like to make moon water during full moons. I personally don't do that just because I don't really use moon water. A lot of people like to use it for spells. I personally don't do spells, so I just use my windowsill to charge my crystals for the time being. I have a ton of crystals, as you can see. Let me know if you want me to do a crystal collection video. Happy to do that. So there are all my crystals laying out ready to be charged for the night. Once I finish charging my crystals, that's pretty much it. I will then just look out the window to look at the moon, even though it's cloudy out, but that's what I do to finish it up. Well, I hope you enjoyed my full moon routine. I know it was very short, but if you liked this video and it makes you want to develop a full moon routine, make sure you do give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!